Hey everybody, I know this is back-to-back videos. I just feel like if I don't, wow, that's bright for a second, don't record now, I will forget what was going on from our last half session, and we'll end up forgetting and just not doing it. So here we're back. We are in Deep Fall Breach, looking for the banner of Stone Gaze. I'm not going to go through all the different supplements I'm using right now, nor the VTT. You can find all that material in the description of this video. I will introduce myself. I'm Norris. That's me. Our main character is Lark. He's a merchant, young, sort of naive merchant, who is on adventures to try to find things to sell and things like that. Let's see. Last time we found a lofty bridge with hanging sarcophagi, several hanging down from the ceiling. Nothing attacks from them. A mallard is in a broken sarcophagi sleeping as it hangs. The sarcophagus was broken away. Our second waypoint, a claustrophobic crawl space, danger, broken path. It was like a steep wall. We were able to navigate it. Waypoint 3, natural cave, danger, imperiled adventurer, elven, mariner, Erlod, two oddities, talking statue, and singing skulls. The content, wandering adventure, halfling knight, arena. We met Arena. She was trying to get the elf to leave. We also figured out that the skulls were the reason that the elf was worshipping a statue, which was actually an illusion because the elf had taken a coin from a stash that had once belonged to the skull that was chanting. The skull released the elf, leads Lark to a treasure trove, finds a chalice that never is empty, but the content is poisoned. I should probably add that to my inventory. Let's see. Magic chalice that is never empty, but contains poison. Let's go here. Poison drink. I wonder if I can get that too. Yeah. Finds a child. Okay, deliver transformed person. That transformed person, that's the skull. And that's where we are now. The skull isn't from this land. Oh, I do need to roll my chaos dice to see if the trap is sprung. Certainly not with 2 6s. So it could have easily been 2 1s, which would have been interesting, because then a trap would be sprung. Deliver transformed person skull. Okay, so I think Lark in this crypt area, this idea is, Lark is in this sort of circular cave. In the center was this large statue that was speaking to an elf. The elf was named Erlod, mariner. He's a mariner. Erlod was obsessed and was worshipping because the statue was an embodiment or a statue of Krostal, the battle mage of legend, who no one knows, that presumed dead long ago. I don't know if they're dead or not, but presumed dead. And Arena, the halfling, is trying to get them to leave. We broke this, not a curse, but the mesmerization of Erlod by confronting the magical skull. The skull leads Lark to this treasure trove. We find a chalice that never is empty, but the contents is always poisoned. I think Lark stows this in his bag, and he thanks the skull. And he goes, "Skull, what do I call you? What's your name? If you're going to come with me?" The skull says, "Oh, my name, I can't remember. I've just been trapped down here for so long. I just been alone. No one calls me anything, and it's eventually you forget things like this." I think Lark goes back and talks with Erlod and Arena. He goes back. He says, "Hi, Arena said you were traveling together down here." And the elf has his head in his hands and goes, I don't know what came over me. I'm sorry. It was like," he thinks back. It's like, "It was like I was there. It was like Crofstall had chosen me, as though the battle mage of legend had returned and had a mission for me, an important task, and all I needed to do was to worship Crofstall, and if I did, she'd grant me everything I ever wanted. I'm sorry, it was a mistake." I think Lark holds up the skull that's enchanted with someone's soul, or sort of transformed with someone's soul inside it, and he goes, I think you owe this elf an apology, and I'm gonna roll persuasion. Let's see here. Persuasion to try to get this to try to get the skull to apologize. Yeah. Yeah. The skull goes, "Oh, yeah. It was just so long since anybody visited me down here. I just thought if I could stop them from leaving, at least I wouldn't be so lonely. I'm sorry." The elf says, "Oh my gosh, this is a cursed place, Deepfall Breach. I know not what dangers are down here, but they are otherworldly to be sure, and I'm sorry for your plight and loneliness." And I think the skull sort of, its eyes flicker with like a pale light, the eye sockets. It says, "Oh, it's okay. I thank you for your condolences, but maybe if I could just get out of here, that would be the main thing." And Lark says, "Well, I have a mission. There's still something I'm looking for, a banner that belonged to a great warrior, and I could use your two help if you would be consenting. Otherwise, I can try my best to help you out of here. But this place is, what is the word? Fickle, I guess, to say the least. It doesn't stay still." And Arena goes, "Oh, we know. We can't seem to get out of here. No matter what we do, we're running low on rations and everything. So I think if we stick together, maybe that's that's the best thing we could do. Yeah. Lark nods and says, well, it doesn't look like there's any way this direction anywhere else to go, so let's go back up. They all sort of grab their things, begin to head back up the stairs. The stairs go around this like sort of cylindrical cave. They go back up and up and up. They pass the like little crawl space that Lark, or no. They pass the rope hanging down where Lark came down to the stairs, and Lark looks up at it and goes, oh man, hopefully that's not the way we have to get out of here. It's dangerous. And he keeps going up the stairs. Wherever they go, they spiral up. And that leads us to our next waypoint. We do have, so we have Eralod Elf Mariner, and Arena Halfling Knight. And for simplicity's sake, they do offer simple NPC template. They're both, we're going to say they're both minion. Minion. Okay. Minions. It just keeps things minion. And that's on page 3. Page 3. And they have the attack, melee, range, sneaky attacker, magic attacker. Let's take a look at the Mariner. What are they good at? Dagger, Scimitar, Trident. So they'd both be melee attackers. So that's fine. That's fine. That's the thing to do. Okay. Cool. So we adventure on, which means we go to. Oh, here's the melee attacks. Yeah. On page 4, which means we go back to our adventure. So the first thing to do, roll d20 on the area table. Here we go again, our 4th waypoint. Oh, first things first, chaos dice. 2 6s again, that's very surprising. Okay, no traps are sprung. And for our area table, 10, idle workshop. Oh, very interesting. Idle workshop. I wonder, like, what kind of workshop this is. I'm going to use here now this. This is the solo, old school solo for old school essentials solo role playing, and I just love the oracles here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's roll a d6. We'll just say. We'll just count anything 1 through 5. 5 divine, and we'll. Oh. And actually, we'll count. We'll do a d10 because there's 10 of them. So 10. So that would be place. Okay, and again. 2. social. That doesn't really work, does it? I like divine, and then maybe wilderness. No, maybe treasure. Let's go that. Let's do that. Okay, so 1d20 for divine. I'm making this up as I go along, of course. Divine, fate, and treasure for precious. Precious fate would be the type of workshop. So maybe divination, divination workshop, divination workshop with, we enter it, up the stairs, finally it ends, and there's this large stone door that's cracked open. Certainly someone has been through here, and the door is cracked open so that we can see a little bit, a glimmer of light. Lark holds his torch aloft and slips through the door, and he sees the types of things that are common in a divination workshop, like crystal balls and things like that. But we're not done constructing our room yet. We roll 1d4. 1d4. 4. Oh my gosh. And then roll d4 that many times on the location table. So we need 4 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So 1 of each. Oh wow. Okay. So the sub table, here we go. We're just going to go straight across. All right. So divination workshop. Content will have a 12. Moldering tapestries. Maybe there's like a loom in the corner where maybe whoever used to work in this workshop, whoever used this workshop would it's almost like there's the fate. It's the fate, being woven, the strands of fate being woven in this workshop. I love that. And then what's the next thing? The next thing is environment. Is 11. Glowing crystals, crystal orbs. Maybe they're slightly not. Some of them are polished and carved and sanded to perfection, so you can look into them. And some are more like half formed, like half of them are orbs and half of them are glowing crystals. Think of them as like the unfinished sculptures of Michelangelo, of these pieces of marble that if you ever look them up on Google or ever are in Florence, you could see them. They're like these pieces of marble that he started to make these beautiful, beautiful statues out of, but he never finished them before he died. And so it looks like these lifelike people are sort of like bursting out of this hard rock and stone. It's very gorgeous, and I imagine that some of these orbs and glowing crystals are the same, sort of like that. And then the next one is oddity 1. Arcane symbols. Checks out. I think this would be like the arcane symbols would be like divination symbols etched into some of the crystals and things like that. Ooh, this is so cool. And then lastly is danger. That's 9. No, it's flooded. It's flooded. How does that work? Because it's like at the top of stairs. Flooded. Oh, maybe there's a pool. There's looking into the pool, right? Sort of seeing the future, sort of like Galadriel's pool from Lord of the Rings or something. So maybe that's the take, right? Is that they at the center of the place there is like a well that is filled to the brim just perfectly. It's actually bigger than like a well. It's like really big, sort of like a pool, and you look into it, Lark can't see anything. But I don't know how that's a danger. I mean, maybe there's something inside it. We'll say there is something inside it if it's disturbed. How about? Well, I mean, the obvious thing to do is to try to find things of worth here. Let's see, where's the... I went the wrong direction. I want to sort of not plunder, scavenge. Okay, let's scavenge. Scavenging, when units abandon supplies, dig through the nest of a slain creature, examine the gear of a fallen enemy, or otherwise scrounge for loot. The scavenge table to the right can reveal what you find. Use this table for rummaging through something specific. If you are broadly searching, maybe I need to search instead. Yeah, I think I need to search first. On page 10 it says, okay, so when you carefully inspect an area for hidden doors, concealed mechanisms, or other secrets, roll spot hidden. Taking the time to search is risky. It requires a stretch and any active threats advance. Resolve the spot hidden rolls as follows. Okay. So yeah, I think that I got to do the search. So I'm going to search, which means a spot hidden roll, and everything advances. So we'll do this first, and I do succeed, so that's awesome. I'm going to roll my chaos dice, and okay, so one's gone. So now I just have the one chance left. Success. Roll on the table to the right. Search table, it's a D10. What do I find? 7. Hidden treasure. 1 treasure card. So Lark begins to search around. He goes, there's got to be something here that I could use. So I get a treasure card, so we're going to shuffle this. Shuffle. Oh, I just need 1. A king. I wonder what that... I don't think that helps. I need to grab the custom cards. Treasure cards. Here we go. There's the chalice. It says 80, but so there's 40 in total. So I need to roll like a roll 1d40. Not really sure how to. 21. That works. So shoot, math. All right. So I find a gold necklace. A gold necklace. That's interesting. The gold necklace is placed on like a pedestal. The first question I have to no, it's hidden because I searched, right? So maybe it's more like, ooh, there's like a little compartment like near the wall, and I am able to find it and like sort of open it up, and inside is this gold necklace. Is it cursed? Or what's the quality of it, I think is the first thing. 6. It is precious. What is it safe? Let's see here. Find treasure, precious, gold necklace, 2d6 gold pieces. Is it cursed? Is it safe? Yes, great. Safe. Does it have any magical abilities? No. Okay. That's just a precious necklace. That's okay. Okay. I find this thing, and then the next... Oh, excuse me. I had a really bad nose hair that was tickling my nose, and I just pulled it out. It hurt. Ow. Sorry, TMI. My bad. All right. Let's see. What are... do... Elarod and Arena do something stupid? No, they don't. They are pretty shaken and just want to get out of here, so they are pretty timid. Great. We're going to move on to our final thing, which means back down here to our adventuring. Here we go. All right, D20 for our final waypoint. We know we're going to find, so 7 excavated mine. So I imagine that, I think there's a question here of, is there an exit from this workshop other than the deep pool that we can't see the bottom of? That's an extreme yes. Okay, so I like the idea that there's a ladder that continues up into a hatch. We go through it, and we come out in an excavated mine. Excavated mine. And at that point, is the trap sprung? It is not. Okay, we're good there. And now we roll d4. 1d4. 2. Okay. 1, 2. 1 content and 1 environment. Contents and environment. So 1, 2. 1, abandoned supplies. Ooh, and environment, concealing mist. Interesting. Abandoned supplies, concealing mist. I'm also going to roll for inhabitants because this mine has to be somebody's, right? It's not mined out for no reason. D20. Four. Orcs. That checks out. Orcs. Okay. We push through this hatch into this abandoned mine. Lark holds up his torch. Climbs out. looks around, looks down one. The mist, I imagine it sort of glimmers a purple, like a purple dust almost. He sees the abandoned supplies are mining tools, like picks and shovels, buckets of stone, and I think in the distance, not too distant distance, he can hear the clinking and clanking of mining going on. Now I need my yes, no. So, which means here, all right. Number. We know that there are more than none. Oh, one to a few. Okay, so let's see. Number, how many orcs are there? How many orcs? Roll. 3, there are a few. We'll roll a D. Well, we'll go a D1, D2 plus D4. There are 4. 4 orcs. Okay. Which way do they come from? I think, yeah, Lark puts his finger to his mouth and goes, shh. And he starts heading in the direction of the clanking, the clanks of what's going on. It's not spot hidden. I need the sneak. So I'm going to sneak. We'll see. It's going to fail. Do I push it? I have almost a 50% chance to succeed. Almost. Oh shit, I should have used this. Okay. I don't know if I want to. I think I'm just going to let it fail. And yeah, I let it fail. I think we're creeping forward, going along, but my light, the light of my torch, orcs don't need a torch. They can see in the dark. They know, suddenly, they know I'm coming as the light approaches. Suddenly the clanking and grunting stops, and I imagine Lark is going around this corner, and suddenly the orcs, an orc speaks. Now orcs are not in Dragonbane are not necessarily evil, I do not think. Let's find out for sure. I'm not sure about this, so let's go to the bestiary real quick and read up. Orc. Let's see here. Orcs are strong humanoids who live in well-organized clan societies. Some are settled, digging vast tunnel systems. That checks out for what's going on right now. Deep beneath the woods and the mountains. Others wander the vast steeps of the world as nomads Orcs often have a formidable appearance. Glowing black eyes, fangs the size of wild beasts, tusks, and hard, vaguely camouflaged, patterned skin. They are fierce warriors, widely respected for their undeniable bravery and weapon proficiency, both in melee and range. But orcs are also extremely honor-oriented and have an unfortunate tendency to cause territorial disputes and never-ending blood feuds with dwarves, giants, and other kin. Oof, okay. Non-monsters. Orcs are not counted. Do not count as monsters in combat, but as ordinary NPCs. Nocturnal indirect sunlight. Orcs get a bane on rolls and suffer d6 damage per stretch. A thick layer of clouds or full cover are enough to avoid the effects. Warrior, shaman, and chieftain. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we've got I think 3 warriors and a shaman would be the right way to do this. I think that makes sense. So 3 warriors, 1 shaman. That checks out. And the shaman has appropriated the banner I'm looking for, that Lark is looking for. That makes so much sense, because, you know, what's a shaman without a banner? Spells, ensnaring root, lightning flash, treat wounds. Great. Have to look those up. Animalism, awareness, evade. Okay. This is fun. Okay, so they know I'm coming, or they know Lark and the others are coming. We come around the corner. Luckily, we don't have any dwarves with us. And we see, I think, 3 orcs who, I think they don't have armor on because it's sort of, they've been doing manual labor, but they have, their swords are propped on the sides, and they hold pickaxes and shovels and are sort of scattering, picking through, expanding this mine or this tunnel. They see us, see Lark. The shaman goes, Ogorok. I'm going to roll language. Language is a thing, right? Sneak spot. Language. Oh no. Ooh, here's my chance to use adaptive. When rolling for a skill, you can choose to make the roll using another skill of your choice. You must be able to justify how you use the selected skill instead of the normal one. The GM has the final word, but should be lenient. What's my performance? Really bad as well. God, that sucks. I'm gonna say sleight of hand. That's what this is, sleight of hand. So I do like gestures, like to try, and Lark does some gestures to try and communicate that the banner this thing is holding, this orc shaman is holding, is actually, you know, belongs to him. So 1, 2, 3, we're going to take that away, and I get to roll sleight of hand rather than language to try to sort of talk with this person. Let's see. And I succeed. That's good. Reaction. We're going to roll a reaction for the orcs. 3, wary. Okay, they look at him, look at the elf, look at the halfling. Shoot. Maybe. Oh, the necklace. I am going to. Lark takes out his necklace and holds it out and is going to try to trade the necklace for the. Ooh. Yeah, trade the necklace. Oh. Actually, try to trade the chalice for the banner. That's pretty. He takes out of his backpack or his bag or whatever the chalice and holds it up, pours the liquid out, goes like this, and then shows, and then pours out the liquid again, and then pours out the liquid again, and offers it to the shaman in exchange for the banner. Because it's Matt. Oof. Bartering, bluffing. I mean, I'm just trading it. I'm not really bluffing, so I'm just going to say it's a barter roll. And I succeed. Oh, Lark is a bad person, maybe. The shaman puts the banner down, and Lark puts the chalice down. And they sort of both pick up the other as quickly as they can. And Lark begins to back away. The shaman looks into the chalice and pours it out, looks back in, swirls a finger in it, and then takes a sip. Oh, actually, I think, you know what? I think awareness evade. Myth legend is maybe a roll that it would make. Typical weapon, staff, skill level 10, damage D8. No, it just takes a drink, I think. Alright. How long does this take for it to scale? How long? Immense, we'll say immediate. Large, we'll say quickly. Moderate, and short. How long does it take to hit? Oh gosh. Okay. I think as Lark is backing away, he sees the shaman just drink deeply from this goblet and immediately drops the goblet, starts shaking and convulsing, foaming from the mouth. And I think the other orcs scream. Aah! They grab their swords up and charge in to attack. So that is initiative. So the orcs race in. So to attack, as they believe Lark has just assassinated their shaman leader character. I'm just shuffling the cards for initiative, just so they're not. So in Dragonbane, there is the initiative goes by cards. I will draw for orcs first. There's 3 orcs, so orc 1, orc 2, orc 3. Orc 1 is an ace, so they go first no matter what. Orc 2 is an 8. Orc 3 is a 3, so they probably go second. And, okay, so orcs are over here, sorry. Ace, 3, and 8. So we're going to put orcs over there. And then we'll go Arena is a 4. And then Erelad is a 7. And then Lark is a 10. So he goes last no matter what. Okay, that's great. I think this is the narrative of it. Lark is like, oh, and tries to like sort of like trips over himself, and that's why he goes last. The first orc runs up and is going to attack Lark, specifically considering what has happened here. So he does damage bonus, typical weapon scimitar, skill level 12. So he's going to roll and try to get 12. Oof, yikes. Okay, 12. Oh, he misses. That's good. The first orc slashes down with his sword and misses Lark. The second one is going to do the same thing. He's going to hit, which means 2d6 plus d4 slashing damage. Oh my gosh. Show total, please. 14 damage. That's a lot. Good thing I have some armor. So this is going to be, it's going to be negated some. Where's my armor at? Let's see. Attribute skills, weapons, and armor. Okay, so, oh, I get 2, 3. I negate 3 damage, but I still, 11, 12, 13, 14, still take 11 damage. Oh my goodness. That's really bad. I should have dodged. Because that's like, I only have 3 hit points left. That's not good at all. Okay. At least it's Arena's turn. So Arena gets to, here's the melee, is going to do a melee attack from the NPC list. Just the simplest attack. D6. 4. Defensive stance. If you have not acted this round, the NPC swaps initiative cards with you and parries or dodges with a boon. If you do not attack or have already attacked, they use their action to attack with a bane. Okay, so they're going to switch with me. So that's nice. So now, yeah. So I get to go instead now, which is quite nice. And they get to, I'm just going to turn these cards over. They get to dodges with a boon. So they dodge with a boon. So now it's my turn. So, I mean, obviously I'm going to attack as quickly as I can with my knives. I draw my knife and am going to slash at one of the orcs. And I hit, which is great. I needed that for sure. Where's my weapons at? Again, weapons and armor. Armor and weapons. Here we go. So that's a D8 plus a D4. Yikes. Okay, so I do 8 damage. They're not wearing armor because they've been mining. So it doesn't really make sense that they'd have studded armor. So I do 8 damage. Their HP is, okay, so to the first one. So that's, they have 4, okay, so orc 1, 2, and 3. The first one, it's 4 HP left. Okay, that's all I can do though. That's frustrating. And now it's Eralod's turn. He is also going to do this D6 thing. So 2. The NPC makes an attack. Deal a blow. Okay, so I need to go here. Damage. Relevant skill. 12. Other 6. Okay, so he attacks with some type of dagger or a sword. So they need to get 12 or under. Yep, does it, and is attacking the same one I attacked, and deals 7 more damage, which is they come forward, like jab the orc right in the neck. The orc's blood is this dark viscous. It's keels over. And then that's the last orc's attack. Orc number 3 is going to, we're going to say attack Eralod because he's the one that dealt the last damage. It swings down with its scimitar and misses, luckily. Alright, that's the round. Because, oh, hang on a tick. If you do not attack or have already attacked, they use their action to attack with a Bane. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is just if they, yeah. So that's the end of the round. I gather the cards again. Round 2. I need to shuffle. I actually quite enjoy this type of initiative. I think it's really dynamic, actually. I like that it can change the order. So Orc 1, or Orc 2, oh my gosh, ace again. So Orc 2 goes first. Orc 3 is a 9, so probably last. Arena is a 10, so last, definitely last. Eralod is a 3, so probably goes first or second. And myself, Lark. Okay. Let's see. I think seeing that they are outnumbered, oops. Seeing that they're outnumbered now, I'm sort of thinking that the orcs would probably run away. So I am going to say that we're going to say, is there a way for these orcs to escape? No, there's not. They are stuck here. Interesting. Okay. Would they try to negotiate and not be killed? Yes, they would. Okay. Would they throw down their weapons and concede? Yes, they do. Okay, so that's what happens. They see their friend be killed. They see that they're outnumbered. They both, one of them looks at the other, throws down his sword, and puts out his hands and puts on, like, gets on their knees and goes, Ulgrak Gargar, Grachin Karsk. I think both Lark and the others will lower their weapons and nod at them. I think that these orcs need a clan. So what is the name of their clan? Let's do some investigation. So we're going to go here to sorcery and monstrous. 1, 2. So sorcery 4, supernatural and monstrous is 13 rune, supernatural rune. The supernatural ether. So the rune is like an ether. Supernatural is like magic powers, right? The burning fist or fingers of flame. I like that, like a hand where each finger is a flame. Fingers of flame. They are the fingers of flame, or the hand of flame, or yeah, they're from. Oops. The orcs, the 2 orcs surrender, and Lark and his companions agree lower their weapons. I think yeah. The orcs have like a insignia of a hand with flaming fingers. They are known as the hand of fire. I like that. Hand of fire. Fist of foot, hand of fire. There we go. It's not the most original name, but I like it. The hand of fire. The burning hand? No. That sounds like someone burned their hand. The hand of fire. I think Lark takes the banner, takes his lantern, and they back away and leave the 2 orcs to their demise, and to do whatever they need to do. And okay, now I need. How do you get back to the chapel? Getting out of. There's like a resolving failures, facing combat, your mission into the breach. How about escaping? I think there's like leaving the breach. Okay. If the path back to the chapel is clear, you may retreat from the breach without incident. If the way is fraught with danger, roll awareness or sneaking to see how you fare. If you fail, you must overcome a danger such as an ambush or environmental peril at one of your previous waypoints. If you're not sure what you encounter, roll on a table for inspiration. If making a direct return trip is impossible or foolhardy, find a different route among the breaches. I'm just gonna. Well, I need to heal up, that's for sure. So, healing. Make a healing roll to attend to your own wounds during a stretch rest. On a success, heal 2d6, excuse me. All right, we back away down the mine and come to a place where we are able to take a stretch rest. Oh, healing roll. I got a healing roll. Yeah. Let's see, where is my healing any good? I don't even know. Oh, those are swords and stuff. Hunt. Oh no, or my healing's terrible. I'll use adaptive again. So I'll take this down another 3. 1, 2, 3. And I'll roll bartering. Oh, I gotta. I don't really think I can, actually. I can't really justify that. So I just gotta hope that I make it, I think. Roll low. Nope, not gonna make it. Okay. Well, I'm not able. Well, I'll push it, actually. So I'm going to take intellect. I'll become angry, intelligence, and I'll try again just to see. Oh, and I make it. Yes. So I get 2d6 back. I get 5. That's garbage. Dang it. Okay. That's better than nothing, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up to 8. Take a stretch rest. I think I need to roll my chaos dice. Okay, gosh, that's a close one. And then we're going to try to retrace my steps, which means leaving the breach means making a sneak roll. Sneak or awareness. Sneaking isn't great. What about awareness? It's really bad. Okay, at this point, I think I would use this adaptive thing. And 1, 2, 3. I think I could use bushcraft instead to navigate these bushcraft, which is sort of like wilderness or survival. So I think that's justified. I'll push it. I gotta get out of here. I'm trying to get out as quickly as I can. Willpower. Yeah, so angry. Yeah, I'm frustrated with my decision. I didn't know that, yeah, poison would work that well, and it cost me. Now I'm scared. I'm just trying to get out as quickly as I can. Oh, shoot. I need to roll bushcraft again. No, not bluffing. Bushcraft. Oh no, I failed them both. Okay. If you fail, you must overcome a danger, such as an ambush or equivalent. Yeah. I think we're like halfway back. We get to the bridge. We like climb back up the rope. So I get my rope back and squeeze through that little, let's see. I got the banner back. Squeeze, torch, sleeping pouch. Oh, I don't have this anymore. So now I have my rope, hemp, back. We squeeze through. I'm able to push the banner through. I'm able to I'll squeeze through the thing. We come to the bridge when we hear this, and from somewhere in the darkness, arrows start shooting down at us. I think this is just calls for like an evade roll to try to run across and not get shot. I think is the perfect solution for this. Yes, I rolled the dragon. So let's look at the dragon table. Where is it? Dragons. Dragon effect. Let's roll a d6. 3. You impress others or create a distraction. Yeah, I'm so evasive. I am sneaking past and around, and or I'm holding the banner aloft, running like I'm charging, and so everybody focuses on me and don't try to shoot the others. So we make it across this bridge and make it back to the nameless chapel. We come out of the breach, and Stone Gaze is waiting for us. Oh, he says, you have returned my banner to me. I thank you greatly. It looks like you are worse for wear. Lark is sort of beat up. The others are shaken, but don't look too bad. Narratively, that's sort of the end of our adventure this time. I think we made some friends. We have Aralod and Arena at the Nameless Chapel, so we'll pick up there next time. I do need to level up, which means I get a free roll on evade, so we'll roll that to see if I get over 13. No, I needed to get over 14. Higher than. Okay. Darn it. So we don't get that, but then we get 5 advancement marks. Oh. So I get 5 marks, skill marks. So we'll put two into acrobatics. We'll put, let's go, put 2 into knives and 1 maybe 1 into performance. Actually, yeah. Performance. So the way this works is I get to roll a d20 on these and see if they exceed my stat, and if they do, I get to raise them by 1. So 2 for acrobatics. Oh my gosh. So I get 1 here, so that's up to 7. And 2 into knives. This is going to be tough because I got to get over 13. Okay, I get 1 here, so that's up to 14. That's pretty good. And then 1 into performance. Performance. I get above a 7. Oh, just barely. That's an 8 now. Okay, cool. And that's it for my skill. So we went for acrobatics, we went from a 6 to 8. No, 6 to 7. For knives, we went from 13 to 14. And for performance, we went from 7 to 8, I believe. Yeah. 7 to 8. Cool. Well, awesome. Thank you for tuning in. I know this was a shorter session. Just trying to wrap it up. I got Stonegaze's banner back, and yeah, we'll see what happens next time. I'm Norris. This has been Dragonbane, Solo by Free League Publishing. I've been using the Dragonbane Solo rules paired with the old school solo rules for old school essentials, as well as the core book for the Dragonbane game. I've been using Roll VTT, which I really like. And then just notes here. And you can find me on Ko-fi if you want to support me, down at the bottom in the description of this, as well as different links for the supplements I use and the VTT I use. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you later. Adventure on.